is going on? We are live, episode 79. I'm your host, Adam Ross, and to my virtual left, we got Zach in the house.
What's up, guys? Good evening, man. How you doing tonight, Adam?
Awesome, man. Thank you for helping out, man. You are our backup superstar, and I want to thank everybody for messaging already, man. We got a whole bunch of people already online, and man, we got an epic show. It's going to be a little bit weird tonight because we have me doing the news, which is kind of strange right now. And then, man, I can't wait to get into it. Me and Zach are going to be talking everything 8 scale. And obviously, man, we got Dell talking about these bodies here. And, man, he's got some great stuff. And I can't wait to start showing it off. And then in the wing, we got Mike Panakia, Team CowRC. And if you know Mike, chances are you might actually be on the team. So definitely super cool. Steve, what's going on? Man, everybody's jumping. Oh, man. Yes, Steve, the snow has finally melted in Canada. I am so excited. I'm talking with John, getting ready for the track. But I got some news, man. Let's get into it so we don't have to keep our special guest waiting. But we got some new stuff for you guys, and obviously with the color, look at that. It's a match. But we got these new shammy sponges, and they are awesome. Apparently for putting on mascara and some makeup.
Looks like it.
Yeah, but I've been using it basically just for applying the CowRC Mousse Slick, and it's the silicone protector and just on the bodies, and it's been fantastic so far. But super cool. You can get those in combo packs, and they are live on here. Let me go to the CowRC. I'll bring it up for everybody so you can follow along. Normally, I have I'm able to do this while he's going through and doing it. But you got these sponge packs. You can get the 15 pack, or you can get the 3 pack. And man, for $2.99, super cheap. And don't forget, use the code CowTech, save yourself 10%. And for $10, you're getting 15. So it definitely getting a whole bunch, 5 for $5.
Yeah, and these are a really soft-faced sponge, so it's not like something that you're going to scrub hard with. But you can see on this one, this is actually a polishing compound. I had some aluminum wheels that I was just trying to take the finish off of and brighten up, but they're very supple, very soft. If you use them with chassis wash, they will soak up quite a bit of chassis wash. So, you don't have to completely saturate something. You can use those for scrubbing down your bodies and rigs too. But just kind of be cautious on anything that's real sharp or angular about catching the material. Because, again, it's very, very soft and pliable on them.
Heck yeah. No, and honestly, I haven't had a chance to use it with parts and chassis wash yet because it's too freaking cold here. I cannot wait to get out of this Arctic freeze. It's definitely coming. But one other thing that I wanted to go over is the new combos. And if you check out the ultimate combos here, it comes with everything. So you get your brushes, your towels, your sponges, and you save a ridiculous amount already if you combo it up. But if you use the code CowTech, it stacks it on top of it. So like I said, you save an additional 10% off of any of the combo packs. So super cool that he allows the codes to stack, which are awesome because not a lot of people allow that. So not only do you save the discount for the combo, but you also save the discount using CowTech an additional 10%. Now, last but not least, this is super cool. And obviously, you know me with the theme stuff. I'm a Green Streak fan. What's your favorite theme?
Patriot all day, man.
All right. Well, we got some new combos here. We got here. All you have to do is go into the rubber pit mats here, and then just go into the mouse mats. And then you scroll down here, and we actually have a new combo, and it's the theme combo this time, which is super cool. So obviously you can get whatever theme you want. Just come to this little drop down here. We're gonna pick you know what, we'll pick the Patriot one for our guest right here. And obviously you can choose your option if you want to add the ruler or not. And the graphic ruler is super cool if you're just measuring lengths and you're trying to get things in the general ballpark. Awesome option to have because it's always right there up in the center. But basically right now you're saving $7 if you combo it. And if you use the code CowTech, obviously you're going to get a little bit more. But this is super cool. So you're basically getting the flat mat, and you're getting 4 of these screw catch holders, which are awesome if you're doing any little projects and keeping things well organized. And those aren't stuck to the mouse pad, so you can interchange them all day long. So if you have multiple things on the go, this is like having different mats every time you're going to work on stuff. So super cool that Heath is offering that. And yeah, I can be more theme stuff.
The smaller mats in there are 6x9 sized. So you get 4 of the 6x9s. Which is a pretty generous size, but like Adam's saying, it's also great if you're in the middle of a project just to be able to take that 6x9, move it wherever you need to around in your workspace. Makes it really nice and convenient to kind of organize and categorize your parts as you're going along.
Oh, yeah. And man, a lot of people are definitely saying hit the like and subscribe. And hey, it's because of you guys that we get to do this show every other week and bring new product to the fray. Some of the products are suggestions from you, the viewers. So definitely super cool that he listens. He's tuning in right now. He's behind the scenes. He's probably practicing because we're getting closer to that episode 100, and he's gonna have to jump on board. So I'm kind of getting excited about that too. But a lot of faces we haven't seen in a while. And we're going to have 2 giveaways, and it's going to be dealer's choice. So the guests get to choose on this one. And I'm kind of curious to pick their brain to see what their favorite CowRC products are. But as you guys know, we got this giveaway here. And, man, it is getting closer and closer. I got all the diffs done. I got all the shocks done. Now all I got to do on the next show, I'm going to adjust the ride height, and I'm going to install the custom body with the body reveal. We're going to have Operation 11 Charlie on to help reveal the final product. Man, I got these in the mail from Jen's Ace, and these batteries are bonkers. We're talking 8S power.
Holy cow.
Dude, it's going to be 120 miles an hour, 8S. Like, we got to do that disclaimer, like he said, man. It's going to be epic. So we have a grand prize valued at over $1,500 US combined, including the Arma Limitless 120 with a custom off skin by Freaky Skins, $500 of CowRC products and accessories. And don't forget, if you donate $100, which gets you 30 tickets, you get entered in to win. I guess I'll kind of show it off real quick. There it is. There it is. But you get my Micro T, and there's an SCX24 crawler up for grabs for those people that buy the $100. And it has to be just $100 in one shot. It can't be over increments. It has to be in one shot to be entered in for the special giveaway. And I'm excited. And like, obviously you're getting the batteries, you're getting a extra body, you're getting a whole bunch of stuff to go extremely fast. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw up the link here in case anybody is watching this on a screen or anything like that. This will bring you right to purchase the tickets. Yeah. We can cover Tyler's name tonight because we got Zach in the house. So yeah. But definitely cool. And man, we appreciate all the help and support, and it is going to an amazing cause. I can't wait to have the Operation 11 Charlie folks on the show in 2 short weeks. And I can't wait to reveal what this thing is actually going to look like for the masses. Because, man, you know that once you get to see it, I feel like the tickets are going to fly out the window. But hey, it just takes one. The increments are $5 donation gets you 1 ticket, $25 gets you 6 tickets, and $100 gets you 30 tickets. So definitely for a great cause. And we'll let the Operation 11 Charlie folks talk about it next week. But I am super excited.
And you guys, if you haven't gotten in on that giveaway yet, the deadline for that's going to be pushed out just a little bit further. So you got a couple of extra days to get in on that.
Yeah, that is right. It is definitely pushed out a smidgen. We want to make sure that we have everything buttoned up, not only with the build, the body, and all the extras that are going along with it, but the guest list that we have coming up, you guys are going to be blown away. And like I said, in 2 weeks, we're going to have Operation 11 Charlie to do the actual and proper reveal of the vehicle. And man, I can't wait to show it off. And I'm hoping that you guys, once you see how cool the Mustang body is on this thing, man, it's going to be epic. And with Freaky Skins doing the graphics, this is a one-up body. Nobody else will be able to get this body. And it's going to be one of those like collector items that is just going to be infamous with not only Operation 11 Charlie, CowRC, and CowTech, but you guys, because you are the ones that are making it all possible. You are the ones that are actually letting us broadcast this live. We got over 60 people live right now, and I don't even know how many are on Instagram right now. So that is super cool. I know there's like 30 something plus just on Facebook alone. So I'm excited, and man, I can't wait to share it with you, the viewers. So with that being said, I think I got all the news that he wanted me to get out of the way.
There's one more.
What's up?
For you guys and gals that are interested in the Drake collection of mats, in the screw catchers, the flat mats that have the Drake header, just keep your eyes open, watch the site. There's going to be some more mats coming out in that Drake collection.
Hey, and who doesn't like the Drakes, man? Not only are they like an ambassador for the hobby, having their own track and all that stuff now, that's pretty epic. And I know they got a lot going on. Are you close enough to that track or no?
I'm not super close to it by any means.
No,
Yeah,
because you said it got to 80 today where you're at?
Yeah, well, I'm upstate South Carolina.
Yeah, so that's nice.
I'm not supposed to, yeah, we are definitely starting out our season right for racing. You know, we're getting up into the 80s, staying in like the mid 70s. So, yeah, it's game time.
Game time. All right. Well, cool. I think that wraps it up for the news. And man, I've been dying to get this guy on board. I've been following his paint schemes a long time, and I was kind of like, I wouldn't say intimidated, but like just nervous to go and talk to him and kind of get to know him, because back in the day he was doing some pretty prolific pro RC bodies, and man, the stuff that he does is no joke. I got 3 examples right beside me, but my favorite thing was the Christmas gift and the setup board. But before we show it up, let's bring him on board and see how he was introduced to CowRC. Let's bring him on board. All right, welcome. How is it going? Dell in the house.
Evening, Dell.
You are live, Dell. I don't know if he can hear us. You are live, bud.
Can you hear it?
He must have the radio off.
Oh.
Here, I'll try and message him.
Hey,
you are.
Can you see this, Dell? Hey,
You were live.
I can't
what?
hear you though.
Oh, okay.
Here.
He's live though.
Yeah, he's live, but he can't hear.
I can't hear you.
Okay. Hold tight.
Hold tight. We'll have to get him some speakers or something like that, and that way he can hear us. But it's weird because he was able to hear us in the background.
Right.
Yeah. So let me see if I can get him. So he is good to go. How's that? Can you hear us now? I'm going to take that as a no. Here, let me try and get him with the mic right here. So hey, Dell, if you actually turn up the volume full on your phone, you should be good to go because all your bars are full on my end. Let me see. We will go to the media and boom, boom. There we go. Can you hear us now?
I can't hear you still.
No, can't hear it. We got all the bars across here for us.
Oh man, there's nothing like a live show.
Yeah, that's so weird. We'll wait for him to come back, and we will give him some time to reconnect and try and get this show going. But in the meantime, here, let's see. He's giving me the thumbs up now. Hey, can you hear us now?
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly. I just went back out and came back in.
Perfect.
Hey, cool.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So, without further ado, we got Dell in the house. So he didn't even get to hear the cool intro, but we got him now. So, like I was saying, man, like a lot of bodies and cool things that I have on display to show off. But by far, my favorite thing is the pit boards that drop into the Carbon series. Man, those things are magical. And I'm going to, you sent me that picture. I'm going to pull it up for the people. But definitely a super cool thing to get if you are into the Carbon series for sure. Now, how did you come across CowRC?
I was racing with Mike Panakia and Jeff Hodges, and he'd be like, try out these wipes. I'd be like, come on, man. And I wiped off the rims on my carpet car, and I was like, oh my gosh, man, that's usually really hard to do. And then I got into the tire cleaner for off road, and what I love about the tire cleaner is it's also called hand cleaner, so you're not getting anything toxic or nasty all over your hands. And I'm a huge fan of the tire cleaner. That's probably my favorite product. But those are the guys that I raced with, and they always had cool products. And I was like, man, where'd you get that stuff?
Yeah. So, Dell, are you doing mostly
nice? So,
I was going to ask Dell, as far as like for the tire cleaning, are you doing mostly like indoor carpet racing?
Well, I'm in Michigan right now, and what's big here is we've lost all of our indoor dirt tracks. So what we have, we've lost like 3 of them in the last 5 years. Thankfully, one of them converted over to carpet, so we didn't lose the track altogether. So we're racing indoor carpet stadium, which I'm okay with because that's what I started racing 30 years ago. So it wasn't that much of a shock to me. And then on Friday nights we have indoor sedans on carpet. The 2 places I race are primarily Larry's Performance RC and RC1, both in Michigan.
Okay.
Nice. So when is your next carpet race for on road?
For on road would be next Friday at Larry's. I've been running the TC8, and the car's been really good. The associated car. I run the T7 or the B7 on carpet stadium.
So obviously, we found out what our first giveaway is from Dell. We're going to give away some tire cleaner, obviously, because, man, I've been using the tire cleaner as well on my on-road tires, and the smell and keeping your hands clean at the same time, you can't beat that. It's like a two-hit combo. Now, what tires are you guys allowed to run in touring car over there? Is it open or?
We're running whatever that spec brand is, where it's a gold and a silver compound.
Oh, the gravities?
That's what we're running, yes.
Oh, okay.
And I showed up with a set of gravities from last year that were silvers, and I thought my car was really good. I put on the golds; it was 4/10 faster.
Oh wow, big difference.
So if you think you can run the silvers, you really can't. You got to run the golds.
Man, the only thing I don't like about the golds is you get that ring of death within a couple runs. That's the only thing I do. That's the only knock I have on them. I've
got 2 race days out of mine. I haven't pushed it anywhere past that. I've only ran it twice so far.
Okay, yeah, so that's not too bad. But yeah, if you're like me, like, man, the one thing I hate is the tire game. I want it to be like it lasts at least a little while and stuff like that. And Zach knows, even with like the 8 scale stuff, it's crazy.
If that's the case, I wish they just would have stayed on silvers, because the silvers lasted forever.
Forever. I still have silvers, from last year. But
if you're trying to race against somebody on golds, don't even try it. That's
4/10. That's hard to make up, man.
Yeah. Though, when you're cleaning those tires with the tire wash, do you use it like just straight from the bottle, or do you dilute it any? This is something I'm always curious about with different racers.
I've been using it straight out of the bottle, and I've actually been using the Cow little thing with the scrubber on it, the little puck.
Yes,
I like that thing. I like that thing so much.
Yeah, same. And it's just very convenient to refill and go, and it just makes everything super easy.
And it doesn't leak.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
In the summertime, we have a track in Novi, and it's an outdoor clay track, and it is treated with French fry cooking oil.
Yeah.
So our cars stay totally clean, except for the bottom of our chassis is black. And that's another thing, the tire cleaner, man, it takes that stuff right off, and I can't believe how easy it comes off, because it's on there. I put a video on Cal's webpage showing how good it worked.
Nice. Now, what track is that?
Novi, Michigan. It's about 30 minutes down the street from, you've been to Larry's before.
Yep.
It's a 30-mile. It's closer to you than Larry's is, actually. It's in a park. And
I think it's the one that Andy brought me to.
I mean, if you've seen it before, it got rocks all around it?
Yeah, and it's like super grip. Like, it was like I was running almost like burnt out tires, and I still had unlimited grip.
It looks like a scene out of a movie, and it looks like a RC fairy tale.
Yeah, it was amazing.
It's really nice. Yes,
yeah.
It's really nice.
Almost every track I go to in the States is like a fairy tale, man. The one track that I do miss, though, and my whole winter regime, was Dirt Burners. That was one of the ones that I think didn't make it, right? Like, I think he closed down finally.
That's the one that just went from dirt to being closed, and yeah, we were hitting that one pretty good towards the end. That was a real fun indoor dirt track.
Yeah, definitely missed that. So that's 2 good tips for racers already. Now, for the you're running the TC8, you were saying, for on-road?
Yep, the associated car.
Nice. And that's the newest one, I think, that they just dropped as well, right?
It is, and kind of strangely, the last touring car I had was a TC3, so I took some time off for on-road for a while.
Yeah, that's no joke right there. Now, is there anything that you had to use? Like, I think obviously it's got to have a front spool. I'm just guessing, though, at this point.
Yeah, front
and
spool.
Then, rear diff. And when you were building it, was there any CowRC products that you were able to use other than the mats and your awesome setup board?
I like using the silicone.
Oh, yeah.
It just seems like a no-brainer, since it's not gonna pick up dirt.
I think that's one of the staples in most CowRC people's arsenals. It's just one of those things that just been awesome.
Yeah, because it dries, so it's not gonna pick up nasty whatever on the carpet. And I'd say the silicone's a cool product.
Now, have you been able to try any of the cordless blasters?
I do use a cordless blaster. I use the latest one,
Oh,
And,
geez. So you got the Thor's hammer already, eh?
I don't have the one that I don't have the one that plugs in the wall. I have the battery one.
Yeah.
But I like it. I like it with the brush tip on the end because when you run the stadium, fuzz gets all over your shocks, all over your rear drive shafts, and it gets everywhere. So you get in there with that, cordless blower and the brush, and you're brushing it while you're blowing it off, and it works phenomenal.
Yeah, so Dale, you're talking about the Jet Blaster Mini, this one, right? If you can, that's the one that you're talking about.
Yes, the Mini. It's got 4 little lights that light up, and that's the one.
Yep. Because not to be confused, there is the Jet Blaster Mini Turbo that just came out for you guys that are watching. So there's 2 different options in portable air power now from CowRC.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's one of those things where you take it out of your bench and everybody is like, "Let me try that. Let me use that."
Oh yeah,
cool, yeah. Everybody wants to use that.
Yeah.
So I'm lucky enough to actually have a few of your bodies, and I gotta say, I'm super stoked to be able to have the green streak theme in the pit area. And then obviously we got this guy for the micro that we're going to be giving away. And this is part of the giveaway. And obviously you're going to be getting the stock body and you're getting a custom painted body by Dell, which is super cool. All I got to do is I just got to take the little bracket off. So then it's going to be properly mounted and it has the bolt holes right across the back. So you will get that all ready to rock and roll. And then last but not least, this thing we have for Heath's speed truck. And I can't wait to get this to him. The last thing that I think I need from him is permission to get a steering servo, and everything else is pretty much ready to go. I even got a couple little secrets for him, and I was kind of going to reveal it right after our giveaway for our speed run vehicle. So super cool. But the one thing that I want to show off, and let me just power up my gimbal for this, because this thing has been my favorite thing that you do, Dell. And like, obviously you got some pretty kick butt paint schemes, but man, let me switch my camera. I forgot. I got to do everything by myself right now because I'm everybody tonight. But here, hold on. Let me switch my camera here.
Yeah, and you guys, y'all want to see more of Dell's work? He's done multiple bodies for Cal. If you guys remember the Kyosho Mini Z that I gave away last year on the show that I was doing, Dell did that as well. You can also go to the university page on CowRC and see some of the bodies that Dell's painted in the Course 1 video. And it's absolutely top-notch and immaculate what you can do, man. I was super impressed.
I'm excited to be a friend of CowRC. I like the products a lot too, so it works out well.
Absolutely.
This setup board, though, man, to match the theme the way you did, I love this thing, man. It is awesome, and it has gotten beat on for 2 full seasons now, and it's still brand spanking new. If you want a pit board that fits inside this carbon series here, it is definitely what I recommend.
I tell everybody I think it should last 10 years because it's so thick. I can't imagine anything bad happening to it.
Oh man, it has been it's been a treat to have, man. And when I first got the carbon series, I was trying to figure out something to fit inside it and stuff like that. And I was like, the best one that I saw prior to yours was what my boys in Canada ended up finding, some carbon insert one that would fit in it. And I was about to pull the trigger, and he's like, no, don't worry. He's like, I got something for you. He's like, it's coming in the mail. And oh man, I was like, thank God, because like that thing's just so kick butt.
What I like most about mine is it's not just a piece of plexiglass. We got the edges rounded all the way around the edges.
Yeah.
So like when you put your forearms on there, it doesn't dig in. And that's what always bothered me about pit boards. It's like, man, I'm gonna lean on my arms,
Yeah, sometimes and, for like 16 hours throughout the day.
Yeah. And then we put a rubber backing on there too, so if you put it on something else, you're not going to mess it up.
Yeah, no, the fit and finish is amazing, and for it to fit inside there, it's awesome.
Cool, man. I'm happy with it as well, fitting right in there. I got a flame thing going on mine.
Oh, nice.
So
that's a big board.
Yeah, it's a real big board. It's something to carry around, but if you're going to be at a race for 5 hours or something, and you want to set the ride height on your touring car or something, it's nice and flat, and it's worth bringing. It's worth bringing to the track.
It is one of those must-have things. So people are asking, can they send you bodies, and do you have an average price for the cost of an 8-scale buggy?
My average price is $70 on 8 scale and $60 on 10 scale.
Nice. That ain't bad at all.
No.
Especially for the quality you're getting.
And right now I'm doing a 2 to 3 week turnaround, which is pretty fast. I'm a stay-at-home dad and my kids are in school. So I drop my kids off at school. I work all day. But they're 4 and 6. So thankfully for the last 5 years, everybody stayed with me while I was doing the best I could. I was working till 2 a.m. a lot, but now I got a nice routine going.
Nice. Hey, where would you go to try and get the pit board? Because there's a couple people asking, is there a link that we can share for that?
My favorite thing would be Messenger.
Okay.
Dell Callahan.
Perfect.
Nice.
Messages where I do all my work.
Awesome. Very cool, man. I didn't realize like how much you have CowRC related, especially now seeing like the setup and all that stuff. Tons of hide wipes, and you got the tire wash on lock using the mootastic silicone. Is there a product that you haven't tried yet that you've seen that you'd want to try?
I haven't tried the graphite yet.
Oh man. Oh, the graphite I love. I mean, I'm down here in the Southeast, so we race on outdoor clay, 8th scale buggy. So having something that's, a micronized graphite that doesn't attract anything to it, and it just I run CV joints, so they're always, susceptible to having, clay dust packed into them. The graphite is absolutely amazing. That was a knockout product.
So wouldn't you previously have used silicone instead of the graphite? Wouldn't that be where you used silicone?
Yeah, you can do the silicone like before the graphite came out with, but like the silicone's the same way. It doesn't attract dust, dirt, or anything like that. But it doesn't have as long of a lifespan before it basically wears through that silicone like the graphite does. And if you're kind of looking for something to run even longer, like between maintenance, you could do the ultralight grease, which again, I've ran the ultralight grease, outdoor on 8 scale racing. And a lot of people have always been, concerned about, well, doesn't it make like that valve grinding compound where just dirt and dust stick to oil? But, anytime that you have any kind of a grease, any kind of an oil, there's going to be some that sticks to it. But I've never had that bad valve grinding compound. But
so on your A scale, what do you use on your ring and pinion? You go for the udder butter still, don't you?
Udder butter. Yep. Udder butter is all I use on ring and pinion. But as far as the CV joints, I use the graphite. For my pillow balls, I actually like the ultralight grease better. Just because I can usually, if you've been around it, it's got a really noticeable odor to it that's present. So like as I'm working on my buggy, if I don't smell those certain smells from the products, it's like I can tell, the ultralight grease is kind of, at the end of its service life, and it's time to service those pillow balls.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
And see, for me, the 10 scale, I've been using the ultralight grease instead of the udder butter if I have time to let it cure. If I'm changing it at a race because I want a different dip feeling, then I use udder butter because I know it's going to work right out of the box. It doesn't need time to cure. But if I have time where I'm rebuilding it on the bench and I can actually let it do the proper cure time, I've been using the ultralight grease because with the 10 scale, it's got less rolling resistance and it still maintains the protection for a long time. Whereas if you want the ultimate in performance, the graphite though, man, it's insane. but you got to be up on your maintenance. And so if performance is everything you're after, the graphite's the way to go. I'm the middle of the road type guy where I want performance, but I also don't want to do maintenance as much, especially when my kids are racing with me. And I'm trying to maintain 7 kits in, a one race day period. It's a little bit tougher, I'd say. So I try and hit the middle of the road for that stuff. But like I said, for the 8 scale though, all the time I've been using utter butter, and it's never done me wrong.
I run a B84 and 10 scale, and my thought would be if you're running stock like 13.5, I think that we'd run the light oil, light grease. But me and my buddies have a phrase when you're running modified, and we say 5.5 don't care, and we will put the utter butter in there.
It's true. If you're running a 5.5 turn motor, yeah. Most of the stuff over here we're only running 13.5 because it's I don't even know what they call it, super stock, I think they call it. But
sure.
Yeah, it's slow. It's slow. It's not a 5.5, that's for sure. Your 5.5 10 scale would be like smoking 8 scales if you have a proper track.
5.5 boosted was like you're driving with your hair on fire, man. It's fun.
Boosted too? Boosted. Jeez,
oh, yeah.
Louise.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. Speaking of boosted, that's a probably good sign to bring on our next guest, man. He's been waiting long enough. Let's get him on board here, and we'll give him some love. So we got none other than Mike Panakia coming up. All right, Mike, welcome to the show, bud.
Hey, thanks for having me. So my screen is frozen, but I can still hear.
We can hear you.
Okay. Well, then I can't see myself or anything else. You're all pictures. You're still pictures, but
hey, if you want to back out and come back in, you can do that real quick. If you want to do the link back in and out.
Let me see.
Yeah, well, Mike's doing that. John Blakely asked a question on pillow balls, and I'm a Mugen guy, so I'm all pillow balls. Actually, yeah, as far as polishing them, I usually take like a piece of red emery cloth. After I clean them off, I'll take like a Hide wipe everything off the pillow ball, take a piece of red emery cloth and just give it a real light polish. And then again, with that ultra light grease, just a real light grease coating on them before I put them in my uprights. That's my routine for servicing the pillow balls.
See, and that is almost identical to mine. Mine, all I use is the Scotch-Brite. They're green Scotch-Brite, and basically I'll put it in a drill. Don't strip the thread, though. Just put it in there snug, and you're not trying to like kill it. But if I just run it on that real quick with the Scotch-Brite, I'm telling you, super quick and easy. All right. Mike's loading back in right now. We'll give him a couple seconds, and we'll have him in action. And I also, over somewhere here, I put Dell's Send It in Style logo up there. So if you want to try and get him on Messenger, I'm sure he'd be more than happy to help out. Yeah. You know what? Actually, I might have learned it from Steve. Actually, I'm not 100% sure who told me that trick, but definitely cool. Vinny, I actually use the exact same thing. Those Scotch-Brite pads, you can get them in 3-packs at the dollar store, or what you guys, I don't even know what you guys have in the States, but we get them like super cheap 3-packs, and I just throw them in a drill bit, hit it, spin it around, hit it. That way I have no marks, no fuss, no muss. And then now, obviously I've been hitting it with the graphite, and you can tell because it'll change color. It's almost like spray painting them black. So it is pretty darn cool.
I'm still a silicone guy on my hinge pins. I haven't ran the graphite on them, but the silicone's what I'll use on those, and put a little bit inside, like your AB block where your pill inserts are, and just let it sit and cure. So you've got multiple options through CowRC to really tailor down how you want to, prep your rig before a race, and for what conditions that you're racing in as well.
Oh, yeah. Because, man, having a nice moving suspension is key. Proper maintenance is obviously why we're here. And Vinny's saying chuck them in a drill and metal polish. Also another good one. If you want that bling effect, and if you ever seen Steve's pit with his carbon fiber setup, he's got the bling in check. It's a competition between him and Johnny over here for the best pit area. It's definitely made a difference for smoothness, as I never polished before and have been on pillow balls for 4 years now. John, man, he's too busy building tracks. That's the problem. Nobody can maintain his vehicles, so we're gonna have to give him some CowRC love next time I see him.
Sure. I'm in the Hall of Shame too. I've never polished a pillow ball.
Oh wow, man! I couldn't imagine it, because a pillow ball, you've got so many axes that you're working on. Not just left and right steering, but the suspension travel itself. I'm always worried about one, getting stuck or putting too much preload on the cap and making one bind up.
Sure.
Same. That's my biggest fear, is having it too tight. But then you don't want it too loose, because if that comes apart in the race, you're like, oh, geez.
It's just flopping around.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, why do I got so much camber all of a sudden? Yeah. Definitely super cool. Well, I'm gonna do this while we are waiting. I got a little.
I got one other question for Dell while we're waiting on Mike. This was pretty cool. Dell, you mentioned this like before the show had started, but you're also starting to race something else and much, much smaller. If you remember mentioning that.
Yeah, I was my son and daughter are 4 and 6, and we've been doing like Pinewood Derby style Hot Wheels racing. And I've been using the light oil.
Oh, nice.
That's what I want to use the graphite on.
There you go.
Yeah. I'm gonna put the graphite on one of these. But the other day we did an elimination. I had 5 cars. My daughter had 5. My son had 5. And by the end of the night, I'm the only person who had 5 cars left, because I oiled all my wheels. So
nice.
So now I want to try the graphite.
Nice. Yeah, you're not going to be disappointed. Okay, Mike, welcome to the show. Take 2, buddy.
Good to see you,
Thank
Mike.
You. Take 2.
Welcome.
Good seeing you. Thank you.
So while you're on the show, I'm going to throw this on stage, because this is one of my favorite classes, obviously. Short course for the win. And this body is amazing. That was
the giveaway that I did.
That's correct.
Yep.
And then we got his logo here, but this right here just turned out amazing. Nice. And I love the CowRC theme, and short course just makes it look amazing. And I really wish that we had a picture to show off the headlights, because there we go. The headlights and the grill are all painted as well, so you don't have to worry about the sticker coming off. So you got all that painted in as well. And man, that body looks amazing. But for those of you who don't know Mike Panakia, if you know him, you're probably already on the team, because he holds all the keys of getting on the team. And basically, if you post awesome, cool content on the CowRC fan page, Mike might reach out to you and kind of see what you're up to, and kind of see what your motivation is, and kind of see what you're doing on the fan page. Because chances are, if you're posting on the fan page even once a week, you're going to get spotted. And the better the content, the better the write-up, and the more
the quality
it's got. Yeah, like if you got a banger of a picture, you're definitely going to be contacted. And I know, Mike, you mostly race 10 scale, I believe, right? Or do you dabble in the 8 scale stuff?
Nope, never ran the 8 scale. Took the controller from a couple guys 1 or 2 times, but I'm all 10 scale. And like Dell was saying earlier, all the clay tracks are pretty much shut down, the indoor track, so I'm strictly just carpet now.
Yeah, that is crazy. Now, you don't run on road though, right?
I don't, and that's another animal that I was a little apprehensive to get into, because I knew it would happen. I'd end up with 5 or 6 cars, on road cars. I know what's going to happen with that.
Yeah.
Mike, how long have you been with CowRC?
I want to say probably 2020. I'm thinking right around there.
Wow. So you've been, the guy for a while. Now you didn't start off in the recruiter role right off the hop, correct? Were you a factory team driver to begin?
Yep, I was just a factory team driver, and then I moved into that role.
Nice. Now, what's some of the tips that you can give in aspiring people? Because like we got almost 90 people watching live, man. Thank you guys for watching live, man. We got two great people. But yeah, any tips for the people watching live or that's going to tune in later?
Yeah, so like you've already mentioned, start posting on the fan page. I get a lot of requests through Facebook Messenger or emails and wanted to be on the team and want sponsorships. And a lot of them have never used any of the products whatsoever. And again, this is a little bit different team. Every person that's on the team has been a customer at one point or another. Right. Me too. So get familiar with some of the products and then reach out and, if you want the sponsorship and, start posting things, because again, the reason why that you're a customer first is, if somebody comes up and asks you, well, one, if they ask you a question, you're going to want to know an educated answer as opposed to not knowing anything. Two, how to use the products. You might not like the products. Of course, you're going to like the products, but it's funny when, I'll get these requests and they'll say, yeah, I heard about you. I want a sponsorship, which again, this is a little bit different. In the other sense is different is we have crawler guys, we have drag guys, we have A scale guys, we have bashers, we have 10 scale, we have minis, which is really cool. It's really diverse. So everybody knows something or is an expert in one form or another. Some guys just do 10 scale like myself. I was bashing when COVID hit and I was, doing these speed runs, messing around with that. But some other, even boats, we have guys that do boats. Yeah. So I would suggest get familiar with some of the products, even if it's just one, and then reach out and start posting on your own. You can go to that fan page and you kind of get the gist. Some people are customers and some are team drivers. But at one point, like I said, we were all customers at one point or another. I remember, and I've said this before, I ordered a mat and a couple other things. And when I ordered, I used my wife's phone number as a default. It just filled in. So it was like a day or two later, my wife's comes to me in the living room and says, CowRC's on the phone. And I went, what? Yeah, CowRC's on the phone. So I was like, hello? It's like, oh, this is Heath. I just want to let you know your package would be a day late. What do you want? You want, I'll give you another, a little mini mat. I said, you don't have to do anything. No, I'm sorry. And it was just astonishing what the customer service was for that. And I kind of hung up the phone and my wife said, what was that about? He said it was going to be a day late, which you didn't have to call for that, but he did. But anyway, the point is I was a customer at first, and then I tried the mat, and then I started trying all the other products. And then I applied for CowRC just because I love the stuff.
Yeah. Same. Yeah. I was the mat first too. And my first introduction was Jeremy Mosier at PMB. And he's like, let me take your car after a round. And he basically stole my car. And when I got it back, it was a brand new kit. I was like, holy crap, man. And then he said, yeah, this is what you do. This is what you did. So I ended up getting some stuff off of him there, just the parts of chassis wash. And I think it was, I don't even think it was the cans that we have now, but it was the original Moot Slick. And it was like, oh my God, it was awesome. And then when I got back and started looking it up, that's when I ordered my first magnet pit mat, and I never looked back. And I ended up running into somebody in Michigan who was on the team and kept seeing my setup. And he said, hey, start posting pictures. And as soon as I started posting pictures, Heath reached out, and I haven't looked back.
Yeah. So hey, Mike, going along, since we're all racing here tonight, and with sponsorships, or to be on the team with CowRC, obviously I know the answer to this question, but is there ever a silly season, for CowRC, like a window to get on with the team if somebody's interested, or how does that work?
So that's a good question. And just by the silly season, when everybody knows what that is, usually December, the 1st of December through, or maybe even a little bit before December comes, I'll get bombarded with emails and messages. And some have used the product, some have not, because that's the silly season. But we don't have a silly season. So yes, I know you know that answer. We're year round, and that's how we work it this way. So it just because you miss January 1st, there is no January 1st. It's 12 months.
Man, we got over 80 people live. I'm just saying, Instagram users, I'm sorry, I tried to type it in there, but you got to be on either Facebook or YouTube for the hashtag to work. There's over 25 people on Instagram trying to type it in, and it is not working. I do apologize. Hopefully they get that fixed, but you got to jump on in over. So speaking of giveaways, we know we're giving away the tire wash for Dell's choice, but Mike, what's your go-to CowRC product?
I have like go 3, but at the track, and I'm sure everybody will agree with me, what people grab the most and what I grab the most we'll just say at the track, since we're talking about racing, are the hide wipes.
Heck yeah. Yeah.
Right
man,
there.
Can't live without them, man. Like that is like my go-to product now. And like, it's not my favorite, but it's just so convenient. It's always there. It's always ready. And like, if somebody has or need real quick, just rip them off one and here you go. And man, let's just face it. If we're at the track for a long time and you guys over in the States, you guys got Hungry Howie's, you guys got like all the fast foods all right down by Larry's. So clean your hands real quick is never that bad. And the hide wipes are, non-toxic. So I wouldn't recommend eating them or nothing, but definitely not bad for cleaning your hands in a pinch. Definitely one of my go-to products. So there you go, folks. We're giving away tire wash and hide wipes. So like I said, get the hashtags in. There we go. Now we're over 40 entries there. I was going to say, like, everybody's commenting, but it's not going through. So it's super cool. Your chances are good. So
I was going to say one thing to note right quick. For you guys that may not know this, on the hide wipes, the material that they're made out of, it's not a paper-based material. It's more like a woven material. So they're extremely tough. They don't tear. They don't rip for the most part, unless you're, just catching something really sharp or jagged. And there is a soft side and a rough side to them from whenever you're cleaning. But the other big thing with the material that they're made out of is it doesn't leave behind little hairs or any kind of fiber or residue when it comes to hide wipes. It's not just a paper-based, base layer with them.
Sweet. So obviously you guys all have the Carbon series with Dell's insert board, and it is awesome. What is one of the products that you use for setting up your 10 scale, especially your buggy, Mike? Because when I saw you racing buggy, that's when I got introduced to like how fast you were and how serious you are on setup and maintenance, because not only was your pit area on point, but your racing equally matched how cool you looked in the pit. So you got the go and the show on lock, I'd say.
Well, as far as speed goes, I guess that's in the eye of the beholder. I'm definitely claim not to be the fastest guy, but I definitely have a good time, and my pit area definitely is dialed most of the time.
I'd say.
So Dell's pit board was definitely a must, because that thing fits right. Because the way my setup is, I have the Carbon series and I have the giant mouse pad underneath with Dell's pit board in the center there. And then all my other tools that I have are I sit. Some of them I'll sit on the side, like my camber gauge, and then I'll have all my tools at the front of where the Carbon Series mat is. I try to not have all kinds of stuff there, but of course I have the hide wipes out, and the blower. So the new blower that I actually used a Thor hammer today, that we were calling. Yeah, that beast.
That guy. That is an absolute stud.
Oh man, that thing that thing really kicks out some wind. So I used that today, and it was amazing. So I'm trying that out. That was actually I think the first time that I used it at the track. Before I was using the one that Dell used with the Mini, but that one right there, that'll blow about 5 cars off the table.
Yeah, and for the guys that are curious, like I obviously have what Mike's talking about, the new unit, and I also have the Jet Blaster Turbo, and they are very, very comparable on the force of air that they put out. So if you're somebody that really needs portability, you don't have a place to plug into, you can just charge this guy on the go and take it. But it and the Jet Blaster Turbo are very close in air output. They're absolute animals.
And when I mentioned the Thor hammer is because it's about as heavy as that. I mean, that's aluminum, and that thing has some weight to it.
Yeah, it's got some girth, man. It's like, you got it in your hand when you're using it. But the cool thing is, like, the charge lasts a good amount of time. And honestly, like, the only time we really killed it was when I first got the demo unit, and people were running underneath the driver's stand and they were blowing people's hats off. It was hilarious, man. Like, it was a good time. But definitely super cool. That turbo blaster is, man, I'm blown away. That I don't know if you've seen the episode where we were showing the weight comparison to all the other blasters that we have. It's got the championship crown for a reason, man. Yeah. Now I noticed you got the normal pit light behind you. Have you seen the new ones yet?
I did. I don't have it yet. I still have this one. And when I get the new one, I'll check that one out. But yep, this is still the old one with the skins on it.
Yeah, I can't wait. So obviously you guys just raced on carpet together. I seen your guys' setup. We showed it off earlier in the show. And obviously I think it's 4 of you guys that usually race together, right?
Yep. We had all of our pit spots were all 4 of us were sitting together.
Nice. Now, the one thing that I gotta ask you is, when you're building you got the 2-wheel drive buggy from X-Ray, I believe, right?
Yes.
And I also think that you had the stadium truck as well, because I think that's when you were like really doing well in when I saw you racing, because you were in the A-Raid with that bad boy. When you're doing your diffs, what are you using in the diffs for when you're building the new kits?
So I run mod, and my go-to, since I run mod, I just do a thin layer of udder butter.
Still udder butter. Okay.
I still use udder butter. I run the 5-gear transmission with X-Ray. I don't think it is any more delicate than the 3-gear, they say. But because I run mod, I just put the udder butter, and because the drag obviously isn't going to matter that much when you're running, those big motors anyway.
Right.
So I just do a little thin layer of udder butter, and I let it fly.
Awesome. No, I wasn't 100% sure. Obviously, running that many of a transmission, like I run a 3-gear transmission in mine as well. So running the 5-gear, you got a lot more things that you need protecting.
Right.
So udder butter makes sense to me, especially if you're running modified. You got power for days, so you don't have to worry about it.
Exactly.
And Dell, what 10 scale kit are you running?
I'm running the B7, and I'm running it in stock with the 5-gear.
You're running the 5-gear as well, too, eh?
Yeah. I'm determined.
I just want the motor closer to the center, right? Because of the carpet.
Yeah, it's it's negligible whether the 3 gear is better or not. You'll
Okay.
hear both ways. And if you carry C with the 5 gear, it should be better.
Well, I would think 5 gear would be better only because it's pushing everything closer to the center of the vehicle. So it's actually moving things more forward. And in carpet, isn't turning grip everything? Like you want to have that turn in, right?
You have so much rear grip that all you're trying to do is get rid of it.
Get rid of rear grip. Can you imagine, Zach?
Dude, I'd love it, but
yeah, we're looking for rear grip with the 8 scale stuff.
It's like driving a 12 scale or a sedan on with jumps. It's a slot car. Everywhere you point it, it goes. It doesn't move an inch, man. It goes everywhere you point it. If something bad happens, it's your fault because the grip is there.
Yeah. So you're the one that's a donk and just hit the boards or clip something.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Super cool. Now, have you guys tried any coatings on the shock shafts? Because I know yours, I believe Dell already has the coating stock with the associated stuff. I'm not sure what if X-rays shock shafts come pre-coated, Mike.
So no, I just put when I build my shocks. Again, my one of my go-tos is the Utter Butter for the seals, and I'll spray it with the silicone for the shafts, and then I do my shocks that way.
Perfect. Yeah, and don't forget when you're assembling any of your links for 10 scale, especially if they're just the pop-on ones, if you put a little bit of Utter Butter on the threads as you're threading it in, when you're adjusting it, you're less likely to have them pop off. I'm pretty sure, Mike, you taught me that one when we were at the Bowmanville. No, it starts with a B.
Belleville.
Belleville. Yeah,
Yep.
Belleville.
That most certainly works too.
Yeah, because I was adjusting it and it kept popping off. I'm like, what the heck? Because you don't want to have that, especially when you're running on carpet. You don't want to have anything like that fail. And the adjustment on carpet compared to what I was used to, I'm used to running major toe in because I'm always looking for rear grip. And the setup that you helped me with was I almost was running no toe in. And then even my camber, I was almost standing my tires completely up. I was like, yeah, because normally I'm like -2 because I don't want to catch ruts and stuff like that. And you set me straight real quick because I was like at the bottom of the D main or something like that when I first got there. And then once you started like, let me hold your hand for a second.
You were like a different driver though. You were tearing it up after that.
Well, yeah, because like it was so far off. I'm like, I don't understand how I'm like so poo. It was definitely a learning experience to have that type of grip. And you were telling me that RC1's grip is even more ridiculous. So yeah. I can't wait till I get there to try their grip. The AstroTurf at Larry's, the new AstroTurf, I had fun on it. It wasn't too bad. So I'm definitely looking forward to RC1, and I will bring a box of spare parts because I heard that triple in the back's pretty unforgiving.
Well, it's not. It's they change it up. It's not that triple right today anyway. They'll change it up in a week or two. Who knows what they'll do next time?
Yeah. The jumps there are massive. Now, for anything else tip wise for the 10 scale stuff, is there anything that you can think of? Like on carpet, are you using silicone on the bottom, or are you just using a chassis protector? Like, what are you guys doing for that stuff?
Just a chassis protector on the bottom. I would say don't, especially for carpet, like you said, make sure that you put that Utter Butter on your links when you do the adjustment. They don't pop off because that will happen depending on what type of links that you have. But carpet is really cool because it's consistent. There's not you don't have to kind of worry about the time of the day and have a bunch of different tires. There's guys that, I mean, the guy that pitted right next to me, he would literally go through, I don't know how many tires did he go through a day? You know who I'm talking about. But he would have tires stacked up. He'd probably go through 10 sets of tires. I mean, he would practice, and I don't tend to do that.
You got the guys that are there. You got the guys that are there and all they care about is winning. I think Panakia and me are there to have a good time.
That's what I like,
I mean,
man.
we're gonna make a set of tires last. I mean, if I can get a set of tires the last 4 race days, I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna, go only 2 because they're only good for 2. I'm not that worried about it.
Heck no, and that's kind of what
racing,
I was
right?
talking to you
I
about,
mean,
right? Yeah, because like with the golds and the silvers, with the on-road stuff, like that's kind of why I was telling you that, because when I got to our local track and they're like, hey, we saved you a set of these gold tires. You need these gold tires. I'm all excited. You're right. I switched over. I only saved a couple tenths. I think it was like maybe 2 tenths that I saved. I was like, holy crap. I didn't even do a setup change. And I was like, this is awesome. And practice on them, do the race day. And then the second race day, right at the end, when I was putting them away, because I always put them in the sealed bag again after I clean them with my tire wash, I was like, oh no, I could already start to see that ring. And I'm like, no, not yet. Because like literally 2 race days, that's like, I'm like you. If I can get 4 race days out of it, I'm okay. But man, I definitely want them to last a little bit longer.
Well, fortunately, RC1 lets you dope your tires. Not many other places do that. I don't think anybody else lets you do that indoor, but RC1 does. So when they start to fade, you can dope them up and they'll last you a little bit longer as well.
So at RC1, when your pin's gone, your tire's still good. Your tire is actually bad when they start to swell up, like at dirt burners,
Okay.
Once you dope them too much, they swell up and the car gets funky. So you actually do get a lot of life out of your tires now.
Kind of walking a little bit. No, that's good to know, man, because that's not too bad. Because obviously at Larry's with the on-road, I am going to put it in my book. I'm going to try and bug Andy. We're going to come bug you Friday night, I think, because I want to make a trip over to the States anyways, and I will be able to pick up my body for the giveaway, which is going to be awesome. So I can kill a couple birds with one stone and hopefully meet up with you guys and my dad. But I just noticed that like we're way over. I was like, I can talk to you guys like all night. So I was like, what the heck? We got almost 100 people on board right now. So I think it is the perfect time to do our giveaway. So the first giveaway is going to be the tire wash. And look at that, man. Only 46 and almost 100 people watching. Like I said, anybody on Instagram, I apologize. It is not going to work. Oh, there you go. Jeremy Burris just got in at the last minute. And next show, when we get Zach back, we are going to have a caveat to how many times you can win. Because we can't have another Dino incident here where he's winning every single weekend. This is crazy. But all right, first giveaway, tire wash. Good luck, everybody, and here we go.
Good luck, folks.
Who's it gonna be? Oh man, Tom won last week, so I'm gonna call a redraw on this one. I apologize, Tom, but I know for sure that you won last week. Normally, Zach would be the one that would do it. Hopefully, Tom's not mad at me, but yeah, we are gonna draw again. I'm sorry, Tom, but I know you won last week. Let me see. Okay, tire wash, take 2. I'm trying to think of who else won last week because it's weird. This is supposed to be a random generator, and it's totally not random. There we go. I'm trying to think that we'll give it to Dennis. I don't know if Dennis won lately, but congratulations, Dennis. Awesome guy, Operation 11 Charlie, but super cool. Yeah, Tom definitely has the luck. Yeah, take 2, Dennis. All right, so now the next giveaway is the hide wipes. That's Mike's pick. So we are going to draw again. Good luck for the hide wipes. There finally a new winner. So Gems, yeah, man. Yeah, no kidding. I know it seems like it's fixed, eh? But definitely reach out to me on Facebook Messenger. That is the best way. and I just need your shipping information, and we will get it out to you. But super cool, man. I appreciate all your time, Zach. I appreciate the support, jumping in and being my co-pilot for the night. But Dell, before we let you go, do you want to just plug your socials again one more time?
Thanks for having me on. I had a good time today, guys.
Oh man, I appreciate it. And thank you for all the super cool bodies. I can't wait to give them away. So if you need any pit boards, paintings, or anything like that, hit up Dell for a paint scheme, and he'd be more than happy to help.
Messenger is the best way for me.
There you go. Same. Yeah, I'm still old school. Hit me up on Messenger. And Mike, man, I appreciate all the help. And anything you want to say before we cut everybody loose?
No, anybody's interested on joining the team, either message me, like Dell suggested that he does, or you can email me at mpanakia@cowrc.com, mpanakia@cowrc.com, or message me, whatever you want to do.
Heck yeah, man. No, hey, guys, man, I appreciate it. And everybody tuning in, man, I can't believe, like, it might have even been over 100 live at one time, but man, still, we were 90 strong throughout the whole show, and I can't complain. You guys make the show, and I appreciate you tuning in every 2 weeks. And man, I got to thank everybody for being on the show. And if you haven't got your Operation 11 Charlie tickets yet for the draw, you got to get in on that. I'm telling you, when we reveal all the stuff that you're getting, it's going to be fire. And I want to make sure that we go out with a bang. And until then, 2 more weeks, we will see you live again. And bye for now. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for having me.
See you guys.
See you guys.